Since there's no one without exception that is 100 billion% ethical, it is a requirement that you will keep your legal rudiments and PR in. And there is a specific way to do that. And if you don't do it, you will fail.
Yeah.
And the way to do it is to make a list right at the beginning. As you start your activity, right at the beginning, you need to make a list of what you need to make sure that is legal. So which agreement do you need to sign with your employees? What about the taxes? How can you, what do you need to do so you pay taxes legally, but not too much? Legally, but not too much. Most people pay too much taxes because they simply don't understand the subject.
Yes.
So I have a friend and a client that I'm helping that was supposed to pay a lot of taxes because he's doing well. And it didn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense to me. And we went from one accountant to another accountant to another accountant, and they all told us that, man, that's what he needs to pay. He needs to pay this and he needs to pay that. And I said, no, it doesn't make sense. He has one business that lost money and he's investing in here, and this thing probably will not make money. And I don't think that. And they said, no, because of this and because of that. Anyway, I've insisted to look. And eventually I found a lawyer in New York that actually agreed with me and explained to me that those accountants just don't know the law. But it just didn't make sense to me that he needs to pay so much tax. It's not that I don't want him to pay tax. I want him to pay tax, but not too much. Yes. I'm not against paying tax. You need to pay tax. It's better to pay tax than not to pay tax, because if you don't pay tax, it means that you don't make money.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But so pay tax, but not too much. You need to be smart about it. So you yourself need to understand the basic of what does it mean tax. So it will give you the ability to say that it makes sense, it does not make sense. And the fact that the accountant says, no, you need to pay $900,000, you can say, do not make sense here. You don't know which law apply but you just know it doesn't make sense. And you insist, and eventually you will find that that's how you do it. And how you do it is by spotting these things that do not make sense. Don't compromise with your own reality, and you will see. Now, when you will teach the Iron Dome, we will teach all the ways that how do you need to look at the situation, at the financial situation, tax situation, legal situation. How do you need to look at them so you can actually spot what do not make sense, and you will know, or you will be able to recognize insanities, things that do not make sense, outpoints better than the best professional in the market.
Yeah, 100%. It's amazing. And many people don't have that because they don't have this knowledge of how do you navigate it so as to be competent in the area, even if you didn't study it, just because you know.
Yeah, and that's the Iron Dome.